Good afternoon and welcome to Gateshead National Stadium. It is match day 4 in the Enterprise National League and Gateshead take on Tamworth here this afternoon on Tyneside. Both teams with 3 points on the board so far after 3 games played. Can one of these sides double their points this afternoon? You'll find out exclusively with us on the Heed Army podcast audio stream on YouTube and, of course, live on DAZN wherever you might be in the world. So please let us know where you're listening from. You can send us a message on our YouTube stream. Just search Heed Army and you'll see the live stream of Gateshead versus Tamworth. And we'll give you a shout out at an appropriate moment throughout the show. We do have the teams. We'll go through them very, very shortly. But we'll just go through what Alan Armstrong said in the build-up to the game. He said that obviously they are still lacking numbers and strength and depth in midfield, and they're still trying to rectify that in the transfer market. It's not going as quickly or as planned. They would like it to happen as a little bit better, but obviously it's a hard market, and experienced players at this level are hard to come by, and a lot of them have already been snapped up. But our visitors, Tamworth, they'll be looking to get themselves on the get their points doubled this afternoon, and it will be a tough affair against the visitors. This is how the visitors line up. We'll read this out a few times before the game actually kicks off. Jazz Singh is the captain. He's in goal. Matt Curley, Matt DG, Alfie Bates, Manny Tuku, Beck Ray Anaru, Luke Fairlam, Joe Riley, Tyler Roberts, Hayden Hollis, and Jordan Ponticelli is on the starting lineup. On the bench for Tamworth, it's Leon Phillips, Tom Tanks, we'll get that one right, Harvey Sear, Stephen Moles, Kawaku Donko, Tom McKinsley and Oliver Lynch. For Gateshead, there's a few changes from the team that lost 4-0 away to Rochdale on Wednesday evening. We'll get it right. I'm all tongue-tied this afternoon. Apologies, I'm on my own. My name's David Gaddis, by the way. It's a pleasure to be with you. Please be kind. George Shelby in goal for Gateshead. Connor Panny, the captain Kent Richardson, Joe Grayson. Max Melbourne makes his full debut as an official Gateshead player, having played the game in the National League Cup as a trialist. Josh Holm, Will Flint, Kane Adam, Kyle Hurst starts along with Harry Chapman and Dom Telford up top. On the bench, it's Tiernan Brooks, David Ferguson, Max Sheaf, Frank Nubley, Fenton John, Ethan Fitzhugh and Callum Bowen. The players are just going down the tunnel at the moment, and they'll be getting ready and getting their final instructions here before the kick-off. Tamworth still going through their warm-up here at Gateshead National Stadium. But if you're just joining us, it's match day 4 in the Enterprise National League, and we're live exclusively on DAZN for the video and as stream, and of course our audio stream on the Heed Army podcast. Please do drop us a like and subscribe on the podcast page, and you can join us on Thursday evening at 8 p.m. where we would bring you the full show talking about this game and of course the bank holiday game where Gateshead travel away to Yeovil on Bank Holiday Monday. So it's all to talk about here, and we want you to be fully involved in it. And also as well, if you are watching the game and you are able to get the games throughout the season, I think the offer is still on where you can pay £99 on DAZN and get every match in the National League this season. So if you want to do that, please do join us. And it's a safe for people like myself. I'm disabled. It is hard to get to away games. So to have DAZN at your fingertips is an absolute godsend, I must admit, for myself. So you might be able to view games that you might not necessarily see, but at a valuable price as well. But that is all the advertisements out the way. We will mention that a little bit later on. Of course, I mentioned before, a 3 o'clock kickoff on a Saturday is available abroad. So we want to know where you are listening from in the world. send us a message and we'll read them out, and that will be good. But of course, it is going to be match day 4 in the Enterprise National League. I'll just see if we have any messages on our YouTube stream. We have. We've got one from Sean Parry already. Come on, Naheed. Let's get those 3 points. And we've got Liv Wilderness, but me and Tabitha are sitting at home. Darren is there watching Let's Stay Positive. And we've got Neil Robinson listening in from Lords, where the spirit of our hosting Southern Brave, another 100 double header for the interested. 3 points for the Heed. Well, of course, we are beaming out live in I think it's the long room at Lords, if anyone's a cricket fan. So you will find out that we have Gateshead fans in high places, and we still would love to do a podcast from Lords. We'll sort that out one day. But as I say, it is very much an interactive audio stream, and if you're watching, you can jump on there and send us a message as well. The Tiny Wheel stand is filling up nicely. There's a number of Tamworth fans have made the trip up. Looking over, it looks 15 to 20, but there might still be a lot in the bar at the moment. Of course, it's a long trip up today from Tamworth, and I'm sure Tamworth fans are sick of hearing this, but of course, Tamworth, the furthest place away from water in the UK. So not many speedboats sold there, but we will be moments away from kick-off. In fact, I'll give you the exact time. I think we've got about 10 minutes till kick-off here. We have 9 minutes. So you've still got time to get yourself a cup of tea, get yourself maybe a tinned beverage, a cooled one, maybe put some ice in it and relax, because we are going to bring you every kick and all the action here at Gateshead International Stadium in the National League. Normally, I do have Mark Carruthers with me, my co-commentator extraordinaire. Unfortunately, I would say he's a professional journalist, and he was covering another game in the region here this afternoon. We will be bringing you all the updates on scores at half-time and any that we see throughout the match as well. We'll keep you up to date. Pardon me. Got a frog in my throat. And turn down. Up. There we go. So that's yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to turn my headphones down. We're just doing a little bit of audio for the zone. So apologies on that, everybody. Right. So there we go. I'll just apologies for that little technical interruption. But yeah, apparently he's not in the long room. He's in the office next to the museum. Well, we would definitely do a podcast from Lords. Doesn't matter if we're in the janitor's cupboard, as it were. We're not demanding of our surroundings. But our surroundings today is Gateshead International Stadium. It is a lovely. Well, as I say, it's not a bright day, but it is brightening up. There's still a lot of overcast cloud, but it is starting to hopefully get us some blue skies. And as I say that, just above the Tiny Wheel stand, there is some blue sky poking through. It is a cooler afternoon here, so probably better for the lads on the pitch for either side. Of course, these early games in the season do become hot affairs, and we see players taking on water at any given chance. But today, it's a lot cooler, and hopefully that will bode well for a great game of football. And as I say, it is going to be an exciting one. I was mentioning there before we had the interruption for the technical issues. Was just saying that I am flying solo today, so apologies for that. So if you hear me waffling on, please do be kind in the comment section. But as I say, this is live on DAZN and on Heed Army Podcast audio stream. And we really do thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And if you are new to DAZN, you can watch every game live in the National League for $12.99 a month. That's the one I've went for. And you can also get there's a special offer on, which I think might still be on if you go on the DAZN website, National League section, £99, and you'll get all the games for the season. And you can watch any game. So if you want to keep an eye on another match as your match is on, you can do. And keep an eye on the rest of the league. But we are moments away, 5 minutes, waiting for the teams to come out for kickoff here at Gateshead International Stadium. And I'm just going to change my microphone because I've sat down. I was wandering around. I was hoping to get someone to talk to, but everyone's still in the concourse. But it is filling up nicely in the Tiny Wheel stand.
Just faded out Cascada there.
Right, you everybody, we are on our commentary microphone. Hopefully we are sounding a little bit better there. But I'll go through the teams very, very shortly. We've already been through them once before. Strong lineups for either side. And hopefully we have goals in this game to keep us entertained throughout. So, yeah, we've got Alan Guest has sent a message as well on the audio stream saying, away the heed indeed. And of course, if there's any Tamworth fans listening, please do send us a message as well. We'd love to hear from you and how you feel, how the team is setting up for the season here in the Enterprise National League. Well, the entrance music here, Fat Boy Slim, signals that the players must be close or are in the tunnel and will be out onto the pitch very, very soon. And so we do want you to interact with us. Send your messages. We've already had quite a few already. We've got someone listening in the museum office at Lord's. Can you top that? Are you in a famous location? Let us know. Well, Gateshead hoping for a bumper crowd here this afternoon with Newcastle United, the neighbours, not playing until Monday. Hopefully, we can have a good atmosphere in the Tyne stand here at Gateshead International Stadium. For our audio listeners, the groundsmen are out on the pitch. There's a lot of water going out there. It's going to be a slick surface this afternoon. And which side will take full advantage of that? Of course, the pitch is looking absolutely tip-top. There was problems in pre-season where 2 games had to be rearranged to play at a different place. But that is all being sorted now, and the pitch is looking absolutely perfect at this moment in time. So hopefully no issues for the season going forward. But the teams are being led out by Jamie O'Connor, the referee. Kent Richardson waves to the crowd, as does George Shelby and his teammates. But we'll go through the visitors' lineup first. It's Jazz Singh, the captain in goal. Matt Curley, and I'm having trouble with my microphone there. Apologies for any audio issues. Matt Curley. Then we're going to have Kennedy Deegi, Alfie Bates, Manny Duku, Beck Ray Enaru, George Fairlam, Joe Riley, Tyler Roberts, Hayden Hollis, and Jordan Ponticilli. On the bench is Leon Phillips, Tom Tonks, Harvey Sayer, Stephen Moles, Kowaku, Donko, Tom McGinchley, and Oliver Wadicott. Now, just bear with me. I'm going to have to change my headphones because I'm having absolute issues in my ears at the moment. Technical issues. We planned before the game for it all to be all right. And wouldn't you know, when the teams come out, we have issues. But hopefully, there we go. That's sounding a lot better in my ears. As I say, try and use all these modcon gadgets, and it just makes life more difficult. But I'm sounding all right now, and hopefully you are all prepared and ready and waiting for this game to kick off. For our audio listeners, Tamworth, they're all in light blue with a white flash down their strip, and Gateshead in their white and black, and by Hope and Glory, of course, podcast partners. There is a link in the description if you'd like to buy this season's strip. Please do and support Hope and Glory. But at this moment in time, we're waiting for the referee to talk to the 2 captains in Jazz Singh and Kenton Richardson, and we'll find out momentarily which way we are going to be shooting. Gateshead FC starts, but first home win of the season would be nice. It certainly would. And we've got Craig as for afternoon, 3 points today, and a hands praying emoji. So I'll say, waiting to find out which way we are going to be shooting here. And it does look as though Gateshead are going to get us underway, shooting towards the River Tyne, and the visitors, Tamworth, in all light blue, are going to be shooting towards the Felon end. Of course, if you didn't know, Gateshead International Stadium just sits on the banks of the Tyne. As Dom Telford stands over the ball, ready to get us underway. As the referee wants to make sure we're kicking off bang on 3 p.m. And we're underway. As Joe Grayson pumps the ball long, looking for Hurst on this left-hand side. Ball bounces over Matt Curley and out for a throw to the visitors' early doors. A much changed Gateshead squad to last year. Of course, different style and play as well. Gateshead were a lot more possession-based last season under Carl Magny and Rob Elliott in different managers' spells. But of course, Alan Armstrong is coming with his own style. Of course, a lot of personnel change as well, but the ball's bouncing in midfield. Connor Panny nods it forward, chests it down, lays it off to Dom Telford and gets it back. And Gateshead just looking to keep control of the ball, and it goes all the way back to Shelby, who is in bright pink today. Ball over the top, looking for the run of Dom Telford. But DG was there. Cleared. Ponticelli, his first touch wasn't the greatest, and Gates had come away with the ball, but judged to have fouled Enero. Free kick just on the edge of the centre circle inside the Tamworth half. Paul Hodgson has sent a message. Heed Army, thank you very much for tuning in. Here, you might be able to hear it on the wind is swirling around the stadium, which isn't really a shock to anybody. It is a very open ground, mentioned before, on the banks of the river, so the wind does sweep up. Ball headed into the middle by Tamworth, and Gateshead just scrambling to get the ball away, but it falls to Riley, who lays it off. Bates puts the ball into the centre, but Shelby has plucked that out. And Bates, for our audio listeners, looks like someone's put Haaland in the wash. Lovely ponytail. Shelby plays it to Grayson on the edge of the area and just opens his body and brings it forward. Crossfield ball, though, looking for Kane Adam, and he's going to have space to bring it down. Cuts inside of it, but just his run was blocked. Panny. Home plays it forward to Kane Adam, and his shirt was pulled. It's a free kick, about 40 yards out, right-hand side of the box. Be a bit of an ambitious one to go for a shot from here, but definitely an opportunity to get the ball in the box and look for some of the bigger men for Gateshead. And the sun is coming out now. The pitch absolutely bathed in sunshine. Harry Chapman stands over the ball. There's a man peeling off to the far side for Gateshead. But Harry Chapman has got eyes to put this into the mixer for Gateshead. In comes the delivery. It's a sweep and one. It's going to fall. It fell to Tamworth, who can clear it, but only as far as Kane Adam, who can play the ball to Melbourne. Back to Kane Adam. He's the furthest man back and calmly sweeps it back to Shelby. It's Harry Chapman. Now pings the ball up, looking for Connor Panny, who stayed up, and his ball will go all the way through and bounce out for a goal kick. Well, 4 minutes gone, 0-0 if you want to just join us. Of course, we thank you for your company, as ever. It's always an honour and a privilege to bring matchday commentary, whether it's audio or on DAZN, National League TV. But Singh is going to take his goal kick here. And he's really give that one some welly. Nodded on though by Tamworth. Gateshead managed to head it away through Melbourne. And Bates just played it back as Gateshead intercept though and bring the ball forward. Melbourne drives forward down the left-hand side. He's a little bit of trickery. Was he fouled? He was. And this is another good opportunity for Gateshead to get the ball in the box. Max Melbourne, also making his debut under his full name, because obviously he played in the National League Cup as a trialist, but showing a real burst of pace down that left-hand side. Played a central defence in the game against Newcastle under 21s in the National League Cup. We're seeing a different side to his game
on this left-hand side of defence. But Chapman and Hurst were standing over it. Hurst has just peeled off a little bit, given an option. As Chapman takes a few steps back. Plays it across, picks out Melbourne on the edge of the area, who now crosses it in, but headed. Oh, it wasn't a great header. Didn't get anything on it at all, and Kenton Richardson can give it to Connor Panny. Back to Richardson. Gets it still all inside the Tamworth half, bar the goalkeeper. Crossfield ball looking for Connor Panny. Couldn't get to the header, but it's been brought down by Flint. And a cheeky chip from Kenton Richardson. Couldn't get it quite on target, and Hurst couldn't keep it in, and it's a goal kick. Positive start from Gateshead. 6 minutes gone, still 0-0. Yet to see Tamworth really venture forward. He did get the ball into the box, but it was the cross that was easily dealt with by Shelby. Both goalkeepers in, I'd describe pungent colours today. Luminous green-yellow for Singh and a luminous pink for Shelby. As the ball put forward by Flint. Dom Telford had to chase there to get to it, but well dealt with by Roberts at the back. It's hard to see the shirt numbers from our vantage point, especially on the defenders. But ball cleared by Alfie Bates. Connor Panny nods it down, but it's picked up though by Ponticelli. Ponticelli laid it off, and now can Tamworth get the ball in? Good work from Connor Panny to win the ball back and lays it off to Kane Adam, but tries to distribute the ball forward for a run from Dom Telford, but just asking a little bit too much of the forward there. Well, Vanessa's tuning in. She's listening while sewing my entry for the... Oh, there's a ball cleared off, and it's... Well, I was reading a message there, but the ball was kicked off Dom Telford, judged to have blocked it there. And he's talking to the referee. Oh, he's not talking to Dom Telford. He's talking to Singh. Singh kicked the ball off. We don't know exactly what it is at the moment. I think it's a corner at Gateshead. We're trying to find out exactly what's going on. The referee having a word with Singh, not happy with him kicking the ball off Telford. Strange one. But Vanessa, she's listening in while sewing my entry for the local gardening show in a couple of weeks. Wow, good luck there. Conor Rice is asking, is it still 0-0? It is. We're 8 minutes gone, about to go into the 9th minute. Ball put over the top, looking for Connor. For Dom Telford. A little bit scrappy at the moment. Bates manages to thread a ball through, and Roberts now on the edge of the area, and he goes down, and the ball goes out of play for a goal kick. Out-muscled by Kenton Richardson there. Heart was in my mouth, I won't lie. You've seen them given. But the referee not giving that one. David Tron says, come on the heat. Shelby, a long kick, trying to find Kane Adam, just missed it in the air, but ball brought down by Chapman in the centre. He needs an outlet. He does give it to Kenton Richardson, who's under pressure, finds Connor Panny. And Panny all the way back to Shelby. No goals yet in the National League. As Melbourne plays it back to Grayson. Home just drops deep to cover Grayson moving forward, but Home has the ball now. Adam gives it back to Grayson. Grayson to Home, back to Grayson. Gateshead moving the ball well as Kane Adam just leaves the ball behind him but gets it back. And Gateshead, a nice spell of possession here, but they haven't really got the ball moving forward. As ball goes out of play off Tamworth player on the far side. Kent Richardson receives the ball and plays it back to Shelby. Joe Grayson picks out Melbourne. He's got space to run into, but quickly closed down. Far side, Connor Panny's asking for the ball, but it goes through the centre, and Dom Telford just dispossessed, and Gateshead do manage to mop up as Dooku tried to get the ball under control. Crossfield ball now, though, looking for the run of Connor Panny, and it's going to bounce away from him. Has he kept it in? No, he hasn't. Nice idea, but the spin on the ball just took it away and gave Connor Panny no chance. 11 minutes gone, 0-0. Emily Focus with delayed kickoff. I don't know if that's in reference to the Shrimps match. I think that's just what he was talking about earlier on. Of course, Morecambe have won 2-1 today, their first game of the National League season after all of their troubles. Still waiting to find out what their point deduction will be, as they didn't fulfill fixtures and didn't pay their wages, and any other club that has that does have a point deduction. So will the National League uphold their own rules? We wait with bated breath. Just throw into Gateshead on the far side, level with the corner of the box. Connor Panny stands with the ball. Picks out the captain Richardson, gets it back, plays it across the defence to Joe Grayson inside the box. Calmly gives it to Melbourne, Kane Adam, who having to muscle and get the ball to his teammate, and now Joe Grayson can pick out a pass to Flint. Connor Panny just needs to focus a little bit there, nearly got dispossessed, but the press from Tamworth is not disrupting Gateshead too much. A lot of energy. Alfie Bates is really trying to be everywhere at the moment as Connor Panny puts a crossfield ball in, didn't find its target, nodded up in the air. It's going to be a free header to Tamworth to bring it down, but they couldn't pick out a teammate, and Gateshead can build from the back once again as Flint gives it to Panny. Back to Richardson. Gateshead with a lot of possession here this afternoon. Still with the ball as it comes back to Richardson. Carries it forward. Out to Panny on the right-hand side. Back to Richardson. It's very comfortable for Gateshead at the moment, but they aren't penetrating. But as I say that, the ball comes through to Kane Adam, who goes for a cross shot. Got the angle, but couldn't find the target. And Tamworth manager will not be too happy that he managed to get that shot away. It was a very tight angle, but nonetheless, he got between two defenders and got the shot away. Jazz Singh, Tamworth captain, is placing the ball down. Long kick. And we do have a goal in the National League. Scunthorpe are leading 1-0 away to Sutton United. That seems to be the only goal I can see so far in the National League. As Tamworth just hold their shape well, and Gateshead bring the ball forward, looking to try and find the gaps as Kane Adam plays the ball off Tyler Roberts. Didn't know much about it, hit him in the neck and out for a throw just in front of the Tamworth dugout. Throw taken as Kenton Richardson just turns and guides it back to Shelby. Picks up Joe Grayson. Plays the ball through the centre. Dom Telford Apologies to our audio listeners. We lost internet connection, but we're back. It's still 0-0. There has been a substitution for Tamworth. Taylor Roberts has been replaced by Tom McGinsley. Gateshead just passing around the back at the moment. It's comfortable stuff for them, but they have to respect the visitors on the break. Hopefully, if anyone can let us know on our audio stream if we are back, as Grayson drives forward with the ball. He's still going to plays it inside to Adam. Adam, he looks up. He's got Hurst on the far side, but he goes for his shot straight down the barrel and into the chest of Singh. Hurst was calling for it on the far side, but he did get a good strike away. Kane Adam. As Singh's kick tries to pick out McGinsley. The ball is going to bounce out for a throw to the visitors. Once again, apologies for the audio problems for our audio listeners. The internet has not been our friend on the Heed Army podcast this week. But Matt Curley, he demonstrated before he has a really good long throw on him. And he's got another chance to do this here. Just over halfway inside the Gateshead half as he runs and launches this ball in. It's a dangerous one. Headed clear by Gateshead though. Chipped over Dom Telford, and was he fouled? Referee says play on. And, well, he hasn't pulled it back for Gateshead not being able to get the ball away, but the ball is going to come out of play for a Gateshead throw-in on this right-hand side. The Gateshead bench weren't too impressed with that one. "20 minutes gone. If you are just joining us, it is Gateshead 0, Tamworth 0. As ball headed away, Kane Adam nods it forward. Curley's shot wasn't there. Clearance wasn't the best. There's still only one. There's another goal in the National League. Brackley are winning 1-0 at home to Rochdale. That's another goal at this moment in time. Ball cleared out from off Kane Adam to throw into the visitors. Someone's asking, is it Virgin Media again? It isn't. This is, technically it is. It's 0-2. But the ball straight out of play, the throw there, and it's to Gateshead. Well, Kenton Richardson receives the ball, gives it to Shelby, on the edge of his area. Seeing Gateshead get into a rhythm that we've been familiar with over the last few years, building from the back, goalkeeper venturing forwards as a sweeper keeper, as it were, giving another dimension to the passing at the back. But Gateshead not really finding any movement forward at the moment with this possession, but now Kent Richardson can drive forward with the ball, gets to the halfway line, crosses it, still going Kent Richardson, and the ball out to Connor Panny. Didn't get there, but the ball now back to Connor Panny, home, back to Panny, right hand side, and Panny's ball forward wasn't the greatest, and it was intercepted by the visitors. Can they get the ball moving forward? Ponticelli plays the ball on the left hand side. It's a good ball driving forward now in a row. He's got a man in the centre, but Joe Grayson was there just to mop up and distribute the ball. But that was the break from Tamworth that I thought they had in their arsenal of weapons, and they can move the ball quickly when they get the chance. As Gateshead bring the ball down with Harry Chapman in midfield. Bates holding on to him, but Chapman plays it and hits off a Joe Riley. Kent Richardson looks to get this ball moving. He's looking for a runner, but because it's a Kane Adam in the centre, ball played across to Melbourne on this left-hand side. Joe Grayson takes a touch and brings the ball forward. He's got space to run into, plays it back across to Kent Richardson in the centre circle. Out to Connor Panny on the right-hand side. Once again, Gateshead keeping a lot of possession at the moment. But we did get a glimpse into Tamworth on the break as the ball played forward for Hurst to try and get onto, but on the far side, Fairlamb does very well and clears the ball up the pitch. Ball doesn't find a teammate as Ponticelli pushes the man off the ball there. Oh, the save. Gateshead man was on the ball. Ponticelli wasn't, pushing the back. It was Josh Home who was fouled. Joe Grayson brings the ball forward over the halfway line, plays it inside to Home. Home out to Panny. Gateshead looking to probe once again as Home has the ball. Gives it back to Joe Grayson just inside his own half. Chapman drops deep to get involved. Plays it across to Kent Richardson, who has space to bring the ball forward. Manages to pick out Hurst. Hurst cuts inside of it. He's got Melbourne on this left-hand side. Over it comes to Melbourne via Chapman. Melbourne looks to get across in. He has. It's a decent one, and Dom Telfer just couldn't get the ball. Drops in the box. Falls to Adam on the edge of the box. Goes for the shot on the edge. Oh, takes a deflection and out for a corner. I think it was Josh Home got that shot away. Gateshead starting to probe more in the box. 24 minutes gone. Gateshead 0, Tamworth 0 here in the Enterprise National League, live on the zone. Chapman's going to be the man to take the corner on the far side. Part of Barnett's title-winning side last season. Crosses the ball into the box and off the bar. There's a great header by Connor Panny, and Tamworth just managed to clear the ball. Not fully though, as Gator try and get it back under control, but Enaru brings it down. He does have the man on this side, but beaten to the ball by Kane Adam. Adam on the overlap now, gets the ball on this left-hand side. Good reading though from Matt Curley, and he can clear their lines. Ponticelli clears the ball over the top, hoping there'd be a runner there. It was more clearing lines than anything else. As Gateshead look to build and reset again from the back through Kenton Richardson. Crossfield ball coming over towards Max Melbourne. It's a good one, nodded down to Adam. Harry Chapman flicks it back to Adam. Adam gives it back to Chapman. There's a bit of composure in Gateshead's play at the minute, and a lovely ball through to find Telford. Left-hand side of the box, Melbourne. Oh, lovely touch from Melbourne, flicks it round. Gateshead still in possession of Melbourne now in space. Can he get the cross in? He can. There's Connor Panny, who hasn't been cleared, but now the shot off from Hurst, and he just puts it over, takes a deflection, and Gateshead really starting to put the pressure on the Tamworth defence. Chapman once again to take the corner on the far side. He's just collecting the ball. Chapman's delivery comes in, headed clear though, but falls on the edge of the box as Home lays it off to Kenton Richardson. Still a lot of bodies in the box. If Kenton can get the ball in, he can. There's a curling one in. A goal! Oh, in the back of the net! There you go. There is the opener. And Gateshead, through Will Flint, have took the lead. Kenton Richardson composed himself, got him back onto his right foot, curled it in, and the run from Flint. I think Singh got a hand to it, but he couldn't get it away from the back of the net. And Gateshead take the lead here on 27 minutes. Gateshead 1, Tamworth 0. Well, the captain's composure there when he got the ball on the edge of the box, cut onto his right-hand side, and Will Flint read it well, made the run, and in come the delivery. Well, Gateshead probably just getting what they deserve for their last 10-15 minutes of pressure here at Gateshead National Stadium. But what do Tamworth have in reply? They're going to have to come out and play.
Your goal scorer for Gateshead, number 6, Will Flint.
When Will Flint's first goal in a Gateshead shirt. As Flint isn't back in duty on the far side. Panny tries to play it forward. Flint trying to close down again, and Flint pressuring Fair Lamb there. And now DG plays it across to Curley. Gateshead smell blood here and getting the ball back as Kane Adam really putting the pressure to Curly, and at the moment the visitors just want to get the ball away and they've played it forward, but Kenton Richardson's there to Mark Duku and the ball played back to Shelby. Shelby calmly gives it to Josh Home, and Gateshead really in their stride at the moment. But that's not to say the visitors won't ask some more questions. Flint nods the ball up in the air, wins the header again, but great work from Enero on the far side to keep the ball, drives forward with it now, plays it inside. And looks like we're seeing a reaction here from Tamworth, a little bit more intent as they build. Left-hand side, Fairlam, can he put the cross in? He can, towards Duku, taken away from him. Although they pick up the loose ball, Tamworth, and try again as Curly can bring it across now to McGinchley, plays it back to DG. And Tamworth back out to this right-hand side for Curly. Curly cuts in. Tamworth really trying to get a quick reply here, driving forward with the ball. McGinchley puts it out to Fairlam on the far side. Fairlam picks out Enero. Connor Panny didn't get the tackle. There's a little slip from Enero. Enero still going, drives into the box, lives off the Duku. Duku didn't get over it and is leaning back and puts it straight over the crossbar. And Gateshead survived that one. It's the first real bit of intent we've seen from Tamworth, and it took them to be a goal down to do it. But they are showing they do have teeth, and if you're not in full concentration, they will bite. Aldershot are winning 1-0 away to Solihull Moors at the moment. And Forest Green are winning 1-0 away to Halifax. As Shelby, Gateshead playing at the back, high press from Tamworth as Shelby just touches the ball and clears it up the pitch. And Gateshead now can get the ball under control, get it to Melbourne. Melbourne chips the ball forward to Kane. Adam tries to get past Curly, does very well to hold the ball up. And Melbourne under pressure from Bates and gets the ball back to Adam. And Gateshead dealing well with the press and moving the ball to another white shirt as Grayson brings the ball forward now. This ball to Telford was read by DG. And great stuff from Chapman. It's getting competitive out there at the moment. The ball goes out for a Gateshead throw inside their own half on the far side. Jordan Nicholson's asking a question. Is Adam playing on the left? He is. He started on the right-hand side. Ball back to Shelby. Calmly gives it to Home on the edge of the area. Home has time to bring the ball forward. Just turns. Grayson carries it over the halfway line. There's Panny in space on the far side. Kane Adam in the centre plays it through to Dom Telford. Offside flag goes up as Chapman was through on goal and he puts it wide in the follow-up. But that must have been a tight one. Hard to see from our angle. Not blessed with replays. But we'll take the linesman's point of view on that one. And Jazz Singh is down injured at the moment. The referee's going over to talk to him. He's pulling on his toes as if he's got a cramp. Not sure if they do have a sub-goalkeeper on the bench. It's hard to tell with shirt numbers these days. What's wrong with having a good number 13 as a goalkeeper? But Singh is down and the physio is working on either the back of the calf or the thigh. Both sets of players taking on water. It is a cooler day, but it's still quite warm out there. Hartlepool are winning 1-0 at home to Woking at the moment. Brackley Town are winning 1-0 at home to Rochdale. Forest Green winning 1-0 away to FC Halifax. There is another goal that has just happened now. It is 2-0 Aldershot away to Solihull Moors. Scunthorpe are winning 1-0 away to Sutton United. And I don't know if there's any other, and it is 0-0 in all the other games. So that is the what we're up to date at the moment.
3 o'clock kickoff. Please check website.
Well, Singh is up.
return to GIS next Saturday.
And the referee is telling everyone to get back into position.
Tamworth FC for a 3 p.m. kickoff in Vanarama National League.
Very clever of Singh to take the sting out of the league, out of the game. Little break in play there. A free kick just on the edge of the area for the offside decision, of course, that preceded the injury. So he kicks that ball with no ill effect. Gateshead win the header as Kane Adam gets the ball. Holds the ball. It's having his shirt pulled off his back there as Ponticelli wrestles the Gateshead player at the ground and couldn't. Oh, well. That's a strange one from the referee. Ponticelli wrestles the Gateshead player at the ground, and when he doesn't come away with the ball, there's a free kick. I suppose he's closer. There might have been a nick on a boot or something, but strange one. But Tamworth were a very good opportunity to get a delivery into the box and make the Gateshead keeper work. Joe Riley stands over the ball. In comes the delivery. It's going towards the big man at the back post. It's up in the air, but Shelby punches that one clear. Enaru, though, on the corner of the box, gets it under control. Just leaves Flint behind and drives it forward. Just overhit it there. There was Connor Panny to put it out. And it come back off Enaru. And it's a Gateshead throw on the far side. We are starting to get a bit of pace and excitement in the game now. From both sides. It was very one-sided up until the Gateshead goal. Well, they win possession but couldn't keep a hold of it. Tamworth there. And Gateshead can build from the back as Melbourne has to chase that pass back down. Gives it to Grayson. Back to Shelby. Home. Gets the ball in midfield, plays it out to Connor Panny. Panny gives it to Hurst. On loan from Doncaster Rovers as he drives forward. If the ball is still going, Hurst, can he put a shot away? He can. It stings the hands. There's Melbourne trying to get the follow-up, but cleared out. And, well, it's worth taking a shot against Singh from outside the area because his handling doesn't seem to be the greatest. The ball doesn't stick to him. It always ricochets away in these shots so far. Another throw to Gateshead. Dom Telford. Chapman. Back to the halfway line with Grayson. Shelby, 50 yards out, plays it forward for Kent Richard to run onto, and they're sitting very deep at the moment, Tamworth. There's Connor Panny up against Enaru, plays it back to Kent Richardson. 36 minutes gone. If you are just joining us, Gateshead 1, Tamworth 0. Will Flint with a headed goal across into the box from Kenton Richardson. Ball on the halfway line with Grayson. Grayson plays it through the centre, gets it Dom Telford. Kane Adam. Ball just ricochets away, but Gateshead managed to keep the ball, and the ball across the far side, just way too much on that for Connor Panny, and out it goes for a goal kick. But Tamworth have definitely come to life since conceding and look a little bit more dangerous. Singh. Just slowing the game down, taking his time. Ball up towards Duku. Duku doesn't win the header. Flint does, and then Connor Panny nods it forward, but Riley was there to get it to Enaru. Enaru tries to chip it over and get it to a teammate, but Gateshead intercept, and Chapman brings the ball forward. There's Kane Adam. Lovely burst through. Can he pick out a teammate? Puts it in there. Oh, Telford was trying to dive through. Chapman, there's appeals for a foul from Telford there, and Chapman was saying, why didn't you pull it back across? But Gateshead getting themselves into some nice positions at the moment. But Fairland brings the ball forward. He's got runners as he plays it forward to Enaru. It's a lovely ball straight down the line. Enaru up against Panny. Panny trying to stick with him and wins. Well, put the ball out, and there's a foul player went down there. A little collision, but Tamworth doing really well to keep the ball. Ponticelli gives it to Bates. Bates out to Fairlam on the far side. In comes the cross towards Dooku. It's too deep, headed clear by Melbourne. Curley nods it into the middle, but brought down by Flint, and Flint gets it under control and drives forward with the ball, lays it off to Hurst. Of course, two Doncaster teammates, both on loan from the League One side. Ball across to Grayson. Chapman back to Shelby. And Gateshead play it through to Dom Telford, who holds the ball up well, but just loses possession. Good work from Tamworth. They want to try and get the ball forward. Ponticelli does well and gets the ball moving, gets it out now to McGinchley. McGinchley has Curley on the overlap, but waits and times it and plays it inside to Bates. Bates now out to Curley on this right-hand side. Curley lays it into McGinchley. McGinchley looking for runners. Curley once again. Riley, right-hand side of the box at the moment. Back to Curley on the touchline. Back to Riley. Riley, they're trying to pass it through. Gateshead at the moment. Lovely stuff. McGinchley, edge of the area, lays it off. They're trying to walk it through, and the ball is going to go out for a goal kick. Some nice stuff, but trying to be a little bit too cute around the box. Tamworth guilty of overplaying there. Well, it is 1-1 between Sutton and Scunthorpe United at the moment. The other games are as is what we said before. We'll go for a full rundown at half time. Gates have a throw on the halfway line. Far side. Hurst plays it back to Kenton Richardson. Out to Kane Adam on this left-hand side. Plays it back to Joe Grayson, who just, don't know if he misjudged that one, but the ball rolls through to Kenton. Back to Grayson now. Ball over the top, looking for the run of Connor Panny. Fairlam's there, and the ball just won't stay for Connor Panny, and Fairlam does really well just to see that out. Perfect defending.
Just a quick announcement, the 50-50 ticket before you have the half-time break gives you a chance to look for it. It is number 4637.
Fairlam plays the ball forward down the left-hand side. Nodded on by Dooku. Kent Richardson heads it away. Dooku back again. Wins his own header, but can it pick out a teammate at the moment? But they do pick it up in midfield, but Gateshead intercept, and now Kane Adam just has to play it back to Joe Grayson. It's a little bit of lack of communication from the visitors. They have found themselves in positions with the ball, but don't capitalise on it and pick out a teammate. But Shelby plays it to Home to Grayson. Grayson plays the ball forward. Headed forward by DG. Chapman brings it down, gives it to Joe Grayson. Back to Chapman. Seeing a full complete performance from Chapman at the moment. He's left wing, right wing in the centre. Ball into Dominic Telford. Couldn't just control it there. DG did well to get a foot in front of him. And now they try and build from the back, but just a one there. Little coming together off the ball. Kent Richardson just tripped Dooku. And a free kick to the visitors. 42 minutes gone. It is Gateshead 1, Tamworth 0. Live here on DAZN and the Heat Army podcast audio stream. The Tamworth have a sting in their tail late in the first half here. Can they get an equaliser? We've got another opportunity to get the box. It's very central, near the centre circle. Centre spot, should I say. Can they get this ball into the box and cause havoc? Goes out to Dooku on the far side. Dooku wins the header, but couldn't control anyone now. And Kane Adam gets it to Dom Telford, lays it off to Hurst, gets it on the attack. Adam wants it on the right-hand side, but it comes through. And Dom Telford, I think he couldn't get to that one there. Ball come to him, and he's just feeling his hamstring at the moment. Dom Telford, he did seem to pull up, and he has went down. That's not a great sign for Gateshead at the moment. as Dom Telford receives some treatment here as Frank Newbley is on to warm up down the touchline. You just seen Dom Telford just, as I say, you've seen him there just pull up as the ball went forward. Hartlepool are winning 2-0 now at home to Woking.
But just give me the chance to reiterate what I said before. The 50-50 has been drawn. Your winning ticket is 4637. Your prize money awaits you in room 7. If you're not sure where room 7 is.
Well, Dominic Telford is receiving treatment just on the edge of the Tamworth box. Pulled up when the ball played forward when Gator on the attack, and at first I thought the ball was maybe overhit, but you could see just after he was just holding the back of his leg, and it is going to be a substitution here. Physio has signalled it's more precaution than anything else, and it looks like Big Frank could be coming on here. Although no, it doesn't. It looks like it's going to be Fitzhugh, I believe. As Dom Telford leaves the pitch to a round of applause. The substitutes board is being readied. And I wonder if we might see Kane Adam go up as the lone striker. As Frank Newbley talks to Dom Telford, it is going to be Fitzhugh that comes on. For Dom Telford. It does look like it's going to be Kane Adam who's going to be playing the striker role. There'll be a few minutes added on here at the end. 2 substitutions in the first half, 1 for each side. But at the moment, Dooku goes down again when Joe Grayson was behind him. Looks to be a master of the dark arts, does Manny Dooku. As Joe Riley has an opportunity now to put this ball into the box in the dying moments of the first half. In it comes. Perfectly placed. Keeper comes out, and was he fouled in the process? He was, and there is going to be 5 minutes added on here. It was a very, very good free kick that into the box. Keeper had to come for it. Strikers went for it, and a collision incurred. So it looks like we are seeing Hurst come across to this left-hand side now. Fitzhugh will play the right wing, attacking winger, and Kane Adam down the centre. It's Kenton Richardson. Still on the ball, Kenton. Plays the ball forward, looking for the run of Kane Adam. Ball goes out of play from the clearance for a throw into Gateshead. Quickly taken. As Richardson for Gateshead can just slowly pass the ball to Grayson. Chapman back to Richardson, who looks for the run here on this far side of Melbourne. It's a lovely one. Melbourne chests the ball down, just holds it up, turns, plays it back to Chapman, wins a free kick, and Gateshead have another chance themselves in the dying moments of this game to get a ball into the box. The score is currently 1-0 to Gateshead. We're into the 47th minute with 5 minutes added on here at the end. Hurst and Chapman stand over the ball. Chapman has been the free kick taker, and Hurst just walks away. No one covering him though here. He's in a real free space. Bates now does move to cover him. A little bit of hustle and puzzle in the box at the moment as he waits the delivery. In it comes, and it's low. Oh, that's a brave defending by DG, who's right on the ground to head that one clear, but Gateshead still have it. Right-hand side of the box, ball played off fair lamb and a throw in to Gateshead on the far side. It's going to be Joe Grayson. Drives the ball on his shirt. The sprinklers were on a lot during the build up to the game. Slick surface. Launched in by Joe Grayson. Ball headed out. Fitzhugh goes up to win the header. It's brought down. Ball crossed into the box. Headed away, edge of the area, nodded over. And now can Kent Richardson get a strike off and skims off the outside of his boot, and Singh can grab that out the air. And the ball played forward by Singh up towards Manny Duku. Brings it down really well, but he couldn't lay it off to a teammate. And now Fitzhugh can just calmly play that back to Connor Panny, back to Fitzhugh. But Duku interrupted that one, and the ball goes out of play for a throw to the visitors. When they quickly take it, Kent Richardson wins the header. Home clears it up the pitch. Goes more high than it does length up the pitch, but Melbourne, nice nod down to Hurst. Hurst drives along Ponticelli, gets past him, and Bates just clips the feet of Hurst as he goes past, and it's a free kick to Gateshead. Well, we've got about 1 minute and 10 seconds left of the 5 minutes added on to make it by our clock. And that's pitch side. Shelby goes for a ball to find Panny on the far side, and that goes out for a throw to Tamworth. Quickly taken, Enaru now drives with the ball left-hand side. Duku wants the ball played in front of him, but he's driving with it. Enaru plays it inside, and Gateshead managed to clear it. Duku brings it down, but Fitzhugh does very well to get in front and take it off the big man. Cleared up the pitch, only as far as Fairlam. Fairlam, good touch. Looks to get the ball moving. Enaru closed down. Riley plays it inside. Enaru tries to drive down to the touchline, plays it off and comes through. Cleared by Gateshead again, and Fitzhugh, Lane's first touch to manage to come away with the ball. And good play though from Riley. Goes for a curling shot, deflection. Shelby just lets that fall into his hands, into his chest. As Armstrong and Jacob Butterfield stand in the technical area giving out instructions. And there is the half-time whistle. The first half ends. Gateshead 1, Tamworth 0. Gateshead worthy of their 1-0 lead here with large spells of possession in the first half. But the visitors have shown they can break quickly and can be a menace in the box from set-piece situations. But at the moment, Gateshead will be very, very happy with what the scoreline is at the moment, and they'll want to build on that going into the second half. We will come back in about 10 minutes' time with a full half-time rundown, and we'll give you all the scores from around the league. And we'll be, as I say, hopefully back out for the second half and another enjoyable half of football. So please do stick with us, and we'll be back after about 10 minutes of silence. Well, hello there and welcome back. We are going to go through the half-time scores here in the Enterprise National League. There's some surprising ones about at the moment, but I'm sure there's a lot more goals to come in all of these games. Before we go through them, big thank you for your company here this afternoon, whether it is live on DAZN for National League TV and, of course, on our audio stream on YouTube. Thank you very much for the messages and letting us know where you are in the world. Still got time to do that and let us know. The Gateshead subs are going through a bit more of an intense workout than the Tamworth ones. Tamworth ones are just standing there doing the odd keep up and passing it ball between them. Gateshead going through more of an intense drill, as it looks like at the moment. But these are the half-time scores from around the Enterprise National League. Brackley 1, Rochdale 0. It's 0-0 between Braintree and Yeovil. Of course, Gateshead travelled to Yeovil on Bank Holiday Monday. Eastleigh 0, Boston United 0. It's level at FC Halifax against Forest Green. It's 1-1 there. Here is Gateshead 1, Tamworth 0, of course. Hartlepool are winning 2-0 away to at home to Woking even. Solihull Moors are losing 2-0 at home to Aldershot. It's 1-1 between Sutton United and Scunthorpe. It's 0-0 between Truro and Southend, and of course the late kickoff today is Wealdstone Carlisle. So have a look there at that one later on if you fancy watching another game of football live on DAZN tonight. That one is a 5:30 kickoff. Michael Avery, has put, couldn't make the game today. Appreciate the commentary, Dave. Quality as always. Well, that's very nice to see. Thank you very much. It's a good job. You can't see me on the screen. I'm blushing. But as I say, we are waiting for the teams to come back out for the second half. There was 5 minutes added on at the end, so there will be a slight delay to the kickoff. The one kick off on 4 o'clock. As we are still waiting the teams to come back out. We'll let you know if there is any changes at half-time. Of course, both teams have made a substitution in the first half. It was Tyler Roberts was replaced by Tom McGinsley, and for Gateshead, Dom Telford was replaced by Ethan Fitzhugh due to injury, and I believe it was probably the same for the Tyler Roberts substitution as well. Well, it's one a little bit more overcast here. Still bright, but not as bright as it was, and the temperature is dropping as well here on Tyneside. It's starting to be that time of year when it can be lovely and warm during the day, but we're starting to get a little bit of a nip on the night time. And still light jacket weather. Of course, if you've been to Gateshead Stadium in the winter, you'll know it is twinned with the North Pole. Rather chilly at times. But once again, thank you for your company this afternoon. We hope the second half is as action-packed as the first, and hopefully we have some more goals. Of course, if you're enjoying the coverage on DAZN, you can buy a year's pass for £99. I think that offer is still on. And of course, if you want to watch it for 1 month, it is $14.99. But you get every game in that month. Every game, every team. And of course, I think you even get some National League North and South games in there as well. Well, the teams are coming back out onto the pitch. Tamworth first. Doesn't look like there is any change at this moment in time for the visitors. We'll confirm that just before we kick off for the second half. And a lovely little man bun from Ponticelli there as it comes out. Didn't notice that in the first half. Still await Gateshead to come out of the tunnel and onto the pitch. Looks like there's no changes for Tamworth, who will be shooting towards the River Tyne in the second half. Gated, of course, towards the Fellon end. And if you're just joining us for our audio listeners, the visitors are all in light blue. Now I said a white stripe. It looks like a salmon stripe down the back of the shirt. And the captain, Jazz Singh, all in luminous yellow or green. Depends how you want to describe it. But Kent Richardson, first one back onto the pitch for Gateshead. And we are moments away from the start of the second half. Gary Balston has said, no man bun allowed. Well, everyone has their opinion. Oh, there is a substitution for Gateshead, and it is going to be number 18. Joe Grayson has come off, and David Ferguson is on. So he must have had a niggle, but that does mean Ferguson goes out to the left wing position, and Melbourne will go into the centre-back role alongside the captain, Kenton Richardson. So we were caught off guard there with the substitution. As we wait the referee just tying his laces. There we go. He's up. He's just checking the goalkeepers already. And we are about to get underway. And there we go. Ponticilli gets us underway. And the ball comes out towards this left-hand side for the visitors, but Gateshead do manage to win the ball, play it forward. Hollis clears it. Will Flint nods the ball up in the air. Manny Duku loses out in the aerial battle to Connor Panny. Fairlam just has to hold the ball up and play it off to Hollis. Hollis plays it down the line. Connor Panny's there to nod it down. Bates gives it back to Panny though, and Panny can calmly give it to Kent Richardson, who gives to, well, looks like his waist size was being measured there, Kane Adom, as the player had his arms around him, but nothing given by the referee. Ponticilli. Here's the ball off to Reed. DG. Curley has the ball. Back to DG. All the way back to Singh. Looks to pick out Anaru, but Connor Panny wins a header yet again. Bates nods it forward, brought down by Flint. Flint looks for the runner on the far side, but decides to give it to Fitzhugh. It was Hurst on the far side that was making a run, but plays the ball to Riley. Now across to Hollis. Hollis can bring the ball forward. Fairburn is in a lot of space on his left-hand side. Good work from Chapman to close down, but Hollis plays the ball forward looking for Anaru, and too much on it, and the photographer stops the ball near the corner flag. Goal kick to Gateshead. As I mentioned in the first half, Alfie Bates looks like someone put Alfie Holland in a hot wash. He's got the same haircut. He's just probably about 1.5 foot smaller. Just as tenacious, mind. As the ball pumped up towards Connor Panny, nods the ball on. Hollis volleys it up towards the front line, but Kent Richardson's there. Riley gets the ball to Anaru, and this is dangerous. Brings the ball forward with a lovely first touch, drives into the box, pulls it back across, and Gateshead do manage to clear their lines, but that was dangerous for Tamworth. Their management will be a lot more happy with play like that. Just waiting for Curley to take this through on the far side. Duku chested it down only as far as the Gateshead player. And Hurst tries to play it down the line, but wins a throw in for his Troubles. Ferguson holds the ball aloft. Hurst drops deep to show, but it goes to Chapman. Played forward by Ferguson though. Hollis is there to chest the ball down. He's going to play it across here to Enaru, and the ball bounces kindly, but Kent Richardson's there to put it out of play for a throw near the corner flag on our left-hand side. Alan Armstrong in deep discussion with the fourth official at the moment. Well, Riley is going to take this throw. It's a long one into the box. Headed clear by Gateshead. And Naru gets to the ball though. Tries to get past Fitzhugh. Does very well as well. Keeps going. Chapman though. Oh, lovely play from Chapman. Followed the run, marked the run, and marshalled the ball out of play for a goal kick. 50 minutes gone, still Gateshead 1, Tamworth 0 here live on DAZN and the Heat Army podcast audio stream. Long kick from Shelby. Ball bounces through though and out of play for a throw to the visitors near the Gateshead dugout. Fairlamb launches the ball up. Gateshead do manage to win the header. Loose ball cleared by Gateshead up towards the halfway line. Fairlamb pass only found a Gateshead player, but Adam cynically brought down by Riley there, and that's surely a yellow card. The definition of taking one for the team there, because Kane Adam would have been away. Yellow card. I think if that had been higher up the pitch, you could have seen a different colour. But with it only being about 15 yards from the halfway line. Well, Josh Holm, free kick, taken short to Richardson. Panny on this right-hand side makes a run. It's seen. Brings the ball down well, but Fairlamb does well to just get in front and get onto it. And offside flag comes up. Free kick to the visitors. About 5 yards from the dead ball line. Up it goes. Manny Duku tries to come through and win that one, but Gateshead clear it, and out of play it goes just on the halfway line. There's the ball boy trying to show his first touch there. Fairlamb being sent further back. I did think that went out between the dugouts, but he's been sent back 10 yards. Kane Adam battling with Fairlamb. Plays the ball forward as far as Connor Panny needs a shout as Connor Panny plays the ball out of play under pressure there. There's DG, brings the ball down in space, plays it across to Curley. Ginchley inside to Curley. Gateshead sitting a little bit deep here. As they try and build in midfield, the visitors. Riley back to DG inside his own half. Hollis has Fairlamb on this left-hand side, gets the ball. Can he? Oh, lovely cut inside from Fairlamb. Tries to play it behind the Gateshead player there, and Gateshead ducking away. Oh, Chapman does well to get past his man, drives forward with the ball. Fairlamb couldn't get the tackle in. Chapman still going. He's got Hurst on the far side. Across it comes Hurst. Cuts inside. Can he finish it? Oh, wow. A crucial leg out stops that one from going goalward, and it's a corner to Gateshead. But Chapman really opening up the game there. I think he's up on his feet there. He's the one to take the corner. There is 2 seagulls on the pitch at the moment. So looks like there's a mating, 2 seagulls and a mating dance at the moment. Tune into the Heed Army podcast, of course. We've got one of the country's top ornithologists on the show, David Steele. He would be able to describe what's going on in more detail than me. But there is a corner to be taken by Chapman on our right-hand side. 54 minutes. In comes the ball. It's a decent one. Headed clear. Oh, there's a... Oh! And, well, I think it might have been Connor Panny that got the touch there. Hard to tell from where we were. And the ball hit him and just rolled past the post. He didn't know much about it, obviously. Well, the 2 seagulls are still doing their mating dance right next to the linesman. But the football's more important. I do appreciate that. As Dooku, free header, nods it on forward. Ferguson's there to clear it as Kane Adam was battling. Ball fell before him and 2 players managed to battle that one out as Flint needed a shout there. He turned and ran into Enaru. And now can the visitors through McGinchley cuts inside, goes for the shot, and the poor one hasn't been cleared yet as Gateshead now can clear it through Flint, and DG gets the ball under control. Oh, lovely touch from Chapman. Tried to send Hurst away on the far side. Just went a little bit scrappy at the moment. And on the edge of the box, Ponticelli brings it down. Ferguson clears it across the pitch as Fitzhugh. As Fairlam takes that way too easy off Fitzhugh. Ball into the box. There's nobody there. And Fairlam has stepped up his game here in the second half. And the ball from Shelby just skims out of play. Couldn't get Fitzhugh away. Quickly taken as Alfie Bates now under pressure from Fitzhugh. Gets the ball. Well, got the ball after he dragged the man down. And Tamworth just trying to get another foothold here higher up the pitch. I've just been informed that it's a mother and daughter seagull. They are not pairing. They're not mating. So they're just pairing, not mating. But the free kick is about to come in. Riley puts it in. It's a dangerous one. Oh, and it just comes out the hands of Shelby. Hasn't been cleared yet. Ponticelli on the left-hand side crosses the ball in. Headed clear, though, by Chapman. Only as far as Bates. Appeals for handball. McGinchley, the underrun from Bates down to the dead ball line. Pulls it back across. Oh, Dooku couldn't get onto it. And Gateshead still living dangerously. Riley, edge of the box, puts another dangerous cross in. Bates at the back post. Offside flag goes up. And the bench was celebrating, but they didn't see the flag. And Gateshead, well, they were at 6s and 7s for a little bit there at the back. That's the best we've seen from Tamworth in this game, as Dooku tries to pump up his teammates around them. As Ponticelli wants the free kick taken from somewhere else. Long kick up. Hollis and Kane Adam trying to get to it, but bounces over the top. Ball cleared by Fairlam up the pitch. Bounces through Ponticelli with a lovely little touch, but there was Kent Richardson just to interrupt the pass. And Ponticelli wrestled to the ground by Kent Richardson. And it's a free kick. And Gateshead just getting a little bit shaky at the back at the moment. The visitors growing in confidence. Well, it's another chance for the visitors to get the ball in the box. It's the first time we've heard the Tamworth fans really come to life at the north end of the Tyne and Weir stand. They're liking what they see. Can they capitalise on everything that they've done in the last 5 minutes? Riley places the ball down. Big men are all up there at the moment. As Frank Nouveley warms up down the line for Gateshead. We wait the free kick. The referee just keeping an eye on things. There's a lot of pushing and shoving at the moment. This one's going to come in with some pace, I think, towards that back post. Big men are up there. In it comes, it's curled in, punched away by Shelby. Strong hands from the goalkeeper, but Enaru was over there to get the ball under control and under pressure from Kane Adam, and the ball goes out for a throw to Gateshead. Throw quickly taken, Curly looks up, gets past his man, lays it to Fairlam. Gateshead sitting very deep at the moment, and the ball through is a poor one, and Panny just lets that go out for a goal kick. Well, both Ponticelli and Dooku on the edge of the area. They wanted to stop Gateshead from playing out from the back here. As Home drops deep to get into it. Panny gives it to Kenton Richardson, who pumps it up towards, well, Hollis straight into the back. He wasn't going to give that there until the crowd reaction, the referee. Pushing the back from Hollis on Kane Adam. Chance of cheat coming from the north end of the stand. Ball comes out to Connor Panny. Inside to Kane Adam. Kane Adam takes a nice touch, gets it out now to Fitzhugh. Fitzhugh drives inside with the ball. Oh, he tried to play it through for Hurst, but he's just a little bit too eager there with his run. Went behind him. Ball out of play on the far side to Gateshead. 60 minutes gone. Gateshead 1, Tamworth 0. National League action, match day 4. As we look around, and Brackley have just retaken the lead against Rochdale. It's 2-1 there at the moment. Hartlepool 3-0 to the good. Aldershot 3-1, winning against Solihull Moors. Sutton are winning. Oh no, it's not 2-2 between them, and Scunthorpe and Southend have just taken the lead away to Truro. As Hollis has a header forward. Connor Panny bounces in midfield. Bates brings it down and controls it to Hollis. DG. Southend goes long, looking for the run of Enaru. Connor Panny wins the header, but his shirt was being pulled, and that's a poor ball there, and that's played the visitors in. Enaru, left-hand side of the box, driving down to the dead ball line. Panny's there, it's pulled across, and it goes out of play. Well, that looked like it comes straight off Manny Dooku. He kicked that straight out there. The referee's got that one wrong, and it's a corner to the visitors. Chapman can't quite believe that one. Well, fourth official having words with the Gateshead bench there, not happy with that decision. As Manny Dooku had kicked it straight out. You know, wait the corner to come in for the visitors. As the referee wanting to have a word with Bates and Home. Referee now happy to let it go. Bates still making a menace of himself on that goal line. In it comes, and Shelby just plucks that out the air. Gateshead just letting it get back into shape as his ball brought forward with Connor Panny. Comes back to Kenton Richardson. Looks for the runner. There isn't anybody there, and that ball will go all the way through to Jazz Singh, who picks it up on the edge of his area. Kane Adam had closed down. DG can bring the ball forward now. Connor Panny wins the header, and it goes out of play for a throw. Tamworth subs happy to quickly get this ball in to the man for the throw. They sense something as Fairlam brings the ball forward, plays it across to Bates. Bates picks out Ponticelli. Ponticelli Riley's in space on this left-hand side. He didn't see him, but it goes out to the right-hand side. Curley plays it through. Ponticelli makes a run. Right-hand side of the box. Can he pull it back across and just runs it out of play, and it's a goal kick. Little rush of blood to the head there. Bit of composure from Ponticelli. He might have been able to turn the other way and get across into the box. As Gateshead play out through Home. Home driving forward, out to Ferguson, back to Home. Melbourne. Home. Back to Melbourne. Melbourne. Harry Chapman. Back to Melbourne. They're just passing it around Gates at the moment. Fitzhugh needs to be more aware there and go to the ball, but Enaru has stole it, drove forward into the left-hand side of the box, plays it off Kent Richardson behind there, and that really needs to be a lesson for Fitzhugh to go to the ball and not expect it just to come to you like that, because Enaru seen it, read it, and come away with it. In comes the corner. Shelvey, easy to pluck that one out the air. Dooku not happy with the movement of his teammates there. As Shelvey goes long with this one, up towards Fitzhugh on the halfway line, brings the ball down, cuts inside of it. Nice bit of footwork from Fitzhugh. He can play it across to the far side, and, well, that's a poor ball from Fitzhugh. Hasn't covered himself in glory in the last 2 minutes. Ball up towards Connor Panny. Nods it back to Shelvey. Nothing silly from Connor Panny. But this second half, we've definitely seen more from Tamworth, and we know they can pin Gateshead back. Gateshead need to try and find their rhythm that they had in the first half. It's definitely been a more open game in this second half, as Fitzhugh didn't get to the ball as Bates got there. And now DG can give it to Riley. Riley sees his goalkeeper and plays it all the way back. Looks like we are going to see a few substitutions for the visitors. There's one player stripped and another one getting instructions. Ball played forward for Ponticelli to run onto. He's got there in front of Melbourne. Nice little touch to play it back. And now Tamworth, can they get the ball in the box? Ponticelli crosses in, deflected out for a corner. Well, it looks like Gateshead are going to make a change as well. I think Fenton John is getting stripped and ready for action. Callum Bowen has been warming up as well. In comes the delivery. It's close towards the keeper, but he just gets it at the near post. Great hands from Shelvey, and he throws that one out to Hurst. Hurst just arcs his run. Chapman on this far side. It's a lovely ball. Chapman, right-hand side of the box. Gets down to dead ball lane. Oh, and he plays it off and wins a corner. He tried to pull it back across, and Jazz Singh is furious with his players in front of him. And Frank Newbley is stripped and ready to go as well. What a time this would be to introduce the big man ready for a corner. Well, Fenton John and Frank Newbley are going to be coming on. Stripped and ready. As we await this corner first, Chapman puts it in. Oh, towards the near post, headed clear though, and it's going to be another throw to Gateshead. Level with the corner of the box. The referee is going to allow the substitution to happen. And we'll confirm who it is going to be. It is for the visitors. Tom Tonks is coming on, as is Oliver Lynch. But the Gateshead substitution, we await the confirmation of who it's going to be. Josh Holm is coming off. It's going to be a straight swap for Fenton John. It's a good round of applause from the Tynemere stand. And I would imagine it might be a like-for-like swap with Kane Adam for Frank Newbley, but we'll see. Oh, it isn't. It's Hurst is coming off, so Gateshead going with Newbley up top, and I would imagine Kane Adam will go out to one of the wings here in a little bit of a reshuffle. He's going out to that left-hand side. But Gateshead have a throw here, level with the corner of the box. Fitzhugh shows. Does get past his man. Can he get the ball into the box? He then cuts inside Still going, Fitzhugh. Can he lay it off? Fenton John puts it. Oh, tried to guide it. Still not completely clear. Chapman with a shot. Oh, good save from Singh. The follow-up one, no. And another one. It's in the back of the net. And there you go. Gateshead double their lead. And it's Flint again. Gateshead was coped with the pressure from Tamworth in the second half. But they've capitalised and got the ball in the back of the net. A great save from Singh. It was a one-handed save. But like a lot of the shots that have went to him, it hasn't been cleared. It's fell in front of him. Fenton John comes in from a tight angle in front of the goalkeeper, buried into the back of the net. And Gateshead are 2-0 to the good here. Well, the subs for the Tamworth team are about to happen here. It does look as though it is going to be Tonks and Lynch coming on for the visitors. We just wait the board. It is going to be Riley coming off. He is on a yellow card, of course, so he's replaced by Tonks. Been very impressed with Riley. Very important to that midfield engine of the visitors. Not bad set piece either. Is going to be Ponticelli coming off. We say goodbye to the man bun.
And that double substitution currently happening for Tamworth. We have 16, Joe Riley.
Well, Lynch comes on here now.
Being replaced by
And it looks like they're going to try and do something down the left-hand side here when they kick off. Goes back to Singh, and Singh looks to ping this one up to the left-hand side. It was telegraphed. Connor Panny wins the header and goes out for a throw-in just in front of the Tamworth bench. As Tonks wants a different ball. And he launches this one. It's a good deep throw into the box, headed on by DG, but there was Shelvey once again. Hands like glue this afternoon. George Shelvey. Fairlam nodded forward. Tonks brings it down back to Fairlam. And I think we're going to see a raise in tempo from Tamworth, because if there's nothing ventured, there's nothing gained. And at the moment, the ball played forward for Enaru, and Connor Panny absolutely outstanding today. I don't think he's lost a header. Clears the ball up the pitch, brought down by Fitzhugh, holds off his man, does very well, and now he's going to keep the ball. Fenton John plays to Kenton Richardson. That one's up and towards DG as Big Frank goes to chase it down. And the game just feels to be like it's opening up somewhat. Both teams will be looking to hit on the break as Enaru looks to lay the ball off to Bates, and does. Curley on the far side. Tonks just on the halfway line, the centre circle, plays it through, picks out Lynch. Enaru just trying to carve something out. Fairlam is in acres of space on this left-hand side, and the ball was not very good. It was 72 minutes in. Gateshead 2, Tamworth 0. George Shelvey just taking his time with this goal kick. I'm going to go a bit longer with this one now. Nothing silly at the back from Gateshead. Get the ball higher up the pitch, and Shelvey's kick is quite an enormous one up towards Frank Newblay, beaten by Hollis to the ball. Lynch over his shoulder, blind plays that one, but there is runners, and Connor Panny once again. It's a fantastic performance from Panny so far, but Tonks gets the ball in midfield, lays it off. Curley can bring it forward. There's a man on the far side. Can they get this ball in the box? They can. It's a curling one, but there was Shelvey once again. His hands are sponsored by Superglue this afternoon. As Kent Richardson plays it back to Shelvey, under pressure. Kicks it right across to Ferguson. Ferguson's in space. It has opened up a little bit this game as Ferguson drives forward with the ball. He's got Frank in the centre, but he just turns and calmly plays it back to Chapman. And Gateshead just trying to use every blade of grass at the moment. Melbourne plays the ball back to Shelby. Pumps the ball up, looking for a run of Kane at home. DG's there, but calmly nods it back to Singh. Big Frank trying to close down DG, gives it back to Singh. Ball cleared up towards the halfway line. Dooku with a good header. Doesn't find a teammate though, and Kent Richardson just has to mop up there. He did win a header and couldn't clear it. But George Shelby can, as the offside flag goes up, but there was hands all over Kane Adom. Has been a physical contest. Hasn't been a nasty one though. It's all been fair game. It's there to be won. And we're seeing both sides trying to win it. The ball, that is. And the game. 75 minutes gone. Gateshead 2, Tamworth 0. Singh pumps the ball up towards the edge of the area. The ball goes over DG, and that is going to bounce out for a goal kick. Braintree are winning 1-0 at home to Yeovil. Southend are winning 1-0 away to Truro. Sutton down to 10 men. They're losing 3-2 at home to Scunthorpe. Aldershot are reigning goals this afternoon, 4-1 away to Solihull Moors. Tamworth are losing 2-0 here, of course. Hartlepool are winning 3-0 at home to Woking. I'll get there in the end. And it looks like Eastleigh are about to take the lead at Boston United. Brackley are winning 2-1 at home to Rochdale. And FC Halifax and Forest Green are 1-1 at the moment. So goals are plenty around the National League. Still time for them to go in. About 15 minutes remain here at Gateshead International Stadium. And they're going very long and direct now as Singh takes the free kick inside his own half up towards the edge of the area. Flint wins the header away. Comes out to Honoru up against Panny and Flint. Flint standing there trying to get in front of it, and Panny just gets the ball away and well, took a knock for his troubles as well. But definitely I would have Connor Panny in the man of the match contention today. There has been some good performances, but can somebody else catch the eye so far? Harry Chapman's played really well as well, but Flint with the 2 goals, I think that will steal the man of the match performance thus far. Goals always catch the eye. Fairburn with Connor Panny. Fairburn just trying to see it out. Panny making him work. And confirm Eastleigh have taken the lead at home to Boston United. Long throw from Fairlam. It hasn't went out. Oh, it has. Well, that didn't look like it went out, the bounce, but of course the linesman's looking down the line. Why not? 77 minutes. Tonks launches the ball up towards Oliver Lynch. Gateshead do pick up the loose ball through Harry Chapman, and lovely stuff from Chapman, but has he overplayed it? Honoru was there. He's got past his man. Can he pull it back across? There's a man on the far side. Gets the shot away. And while Gateshead played themselves into trouble there, still haven't cleared it just yet as Bates gets it on the edge of the area. McGinchley back to Bates, right-hand side of the box. He looks to get a cross in. Lays it off there. Oh, poor ball, and now Gateshead on the attack. Kane Adam drives forward, left-hand side. It's 3-on-3. There is getting players back for Tamworth, and Kane Adam just keeps going with the ball. Nothing silly, keeps a hold of it. And Frank on the edge of the box lays it off to Fitzhugh. Fitzhugh just looking to pull the trigger, tries to curl one in, and it goes over the bar and out. It was actually wide. And Gateshead, I think I've had it confirmed. I think Flint will be man of the match, but it's very close. There has been some good performances out there. As I say, Flint with the goals definitely deserves man of the match. I think Harry Chapman's been much improved today, but Connor Panny caught my eye and deserves a lot of praise. But Flint, he's been in the right place at the right time, and he's scored 2 goals. And as it stands, Gateshead have 12 minutes to keep this lead here against Tamworth. With the injury to Chapman, there is a water break at the moment. Players taking that chance just to get some fluids on board. Just having a little look around to see if there's FC Halifax are now 2-1 down at home to Robbie Savage's Forest Green. Brackley winning 2-1 against Rochdale. Braintree 1-0 against Yeovil. Eastleigh 1-0 against Boston. And Gateshead, of course, 2-0 here. Hartlepool winning 3 goals against Woking. Aldershot 4-1 winning away at Solihull Moors. Sutton down to 10 men. They're losing 3-2 at home to Scunthorpe. And Southend are winning 1-0 away to Truro. And it does look like we might have a change here as, hello, he's turning around, he's going to come back on, Harry Chapman. He's had a dab of the magic sponge. Although there is a sub-bench, there is a, pardon me, the fourth official does have a board in his hand. So it looks like there could be a substitution happening for somebody. As Dooku, who's practically in defensive position there, clears the ball up in the air. Tonks plays it over the top, and there's a free kick. I think Flint has just wiped out a player there. Manny Dooku down on the ground. Well, Callum Boone is stripped and ready to go, and it does look like he will be replacing, well, Chapman's back on. Just waiting to see if we can read the board. But the youngster, Callum Boone, scored a lovely goal in the National League Cup. Tonks puts the ball into the box up towards Hollis. Digi gets a shot away, but them glue hands again of George Shelby grip that ball, and it wasn't going anywhere. Fairlamb brings the ball down. Fitzhugh does win the ball back, though, and it's a wrestling match at the moment, and Fairlamb judged to have held back Fitzhugh, who hasn't hit this afternoon. Fairlamb gets a yellow card for dissent, but Fitzhugh had a rough couple of minutes after he came on, but he's kept plugging away, hasn't hit. Of course, young players, they will learn on the pitch. There's no hiding. We are going to see Sia and Stephen Moles coming on. Fairlamb wins the header. Kenton puts it out of touch. We are going to see a double substitution now for the visitors. Stephen Moles and Harvey Sear. I wonder if he's any relation to Michael Moles, the former Rangers striker. Well, Bates leaves the pitch. The mini Holland. And Sear is going to replace Enaru by the looks of it, who I thought has been a fantastic player this afternoon for Tamworth. He's been very dangerous on this left-hand side. His first touch, impeccable at times, giving himself lots of space. But unfortunately, his afternoon has come to an end. We've got 8 minutes remaining here at Gateshead International Stadium. If you're just joining us, Gateshead 2, Tamworth 0. As Will Flint, the man who has a brace this afternoon, put the ball out for a throw, is Tonks. They're going to launch everybody forward here, Tamworth, more or less. We know Tonks has a catapult of a throw on him. And he launches this one in. Wow, that is a magnificent throw. It falls in the box, though, and Gateshead can pump this ball forward. And up it goes. As we now wait for the cross to come in. Connor Panny. Looked like there was a push in the back. There was appeals from the bench. And you can see why as Fitzhugh brings down Harvey Sear. Another opportunity to get the ball in the box. Gateshead want to make their substitution now as Callum Bourne I think are they going to do it now, or are they going to wait till after this free kick? They're going to wait until after the free kick. So dangerous place here for Tamworth. Sear stands over the ball, 25 yards out, left-hand side of the box. An opportunity to bring the big men in. Dooku, he's peeled off at the back. It's going to be a late run in, I think, towards that back post. And there it comes in. So once again, George Shelby giving a masterclass in aerial goalkeeping today. Oh, lovely touch from Chapman. Can he bring the ball out to the far side? He can't. Loses out there, and he's been absolutely wiped out there by DG. And it's a head injury. So it looks like if it's a head injury, how on earth has he got kicked him in the head from that level of the clashed heads as he went down? Not what you want to see. Don't want to see any player from either side of a head injury. But Chapman's down. DG just standing away from the treatment. Certainly the ball was there to be won. Of course, the Gateshead medical staff, they go through a very good protocol here. Looks like they're having a proper assessment of Harry Chapman. And well, there's a few shouts of red card from the crowd. But the referee, I think he's wanting to assess it here. It looks like they're probably going through the concussion protocol here. Now he's sitting up. So obviously had his bell rung, as it were. Harry Chapman. Well, Frank Nublet having a word with the referee there. And the ball is with Singh, ready to get the game back underway, but Chapman is leaving the pitch on the far side, and I wonder if Callum Bowen will be coming on to replace him. Does look that way, and he's going to be leaving the pitch on the far side. We'll confirm that in a second once we get the shirt number, but he does look a little bit, yeah, it is Callum Bowen coming on for Harry Chapman. Harry Chapman being pivotal in Gateshead's performance this afternoon. 4 minutes remain of normal time. There will be stoppages added on for the injury there, as the referee is talking to Singh. He's going to give a drop ball.
Number 32, Harry Chapman, but welcome on the pitch, number 35, Callum Bowen.
Well, Gateshead's exciting prospect. Callum Bowen is on. And his first duty is to help with defensive duties as Big Frank wins the header. Tonks, he's dispossessed by Bowen, and Gateshead can try and come away with a foul. And Gateshead have a free kick. Shelby, he's going to take this free kick. Puts it right up towards Connor Panny. Ball falls though for Fitzhugh. Can he get the ball in the box up against Fair? But Lamb tries to get it towards. Oh, it's fell on the far side of the box. Oh, he tries to get the ball away from his feet, and it's going to be cleared on the far side. They were aiming for Frank Nublet. Ball taken away from Bowen though after that. And it's a throw indicated on the far side. 2.5 minutes remain of normal time. Gateshead 2, Tamworth 0. Enterprise National League live on the zone. Ferguson with the throw. Nublet heads it inside. Headed away by Tonks. Picked up though by Gateshead and just lost though. And Manny Duku with a nice pass out to McGinley on the far side. McGinley has the ball, looking for runners, and has got one on the far side. Can he cut in? He has. Lovely footwork, and he's going to pull the trigger himself straight into the chest of Shelby as he drops to his knees. And yet another player who you'd say hasn't really been tested, hasn't had saves to make, as it were, but his aerial dominance in the box has been absolutely phenomenal this afternoon. George Shelvey. Melbourne puts the ball up. DG wins the header. DG again intercepts. Callum Bowen brings the ball down in midfield. It just runs away from him though, and Sear can play it out on the far side as Chapman gets a lovely round of balls from Tiny Western. Dooku though nods the ball down. It was a lovely touch, and the ball has been, well, looked like there had been a foul there in the build-up, but Fitzhugh goes down. Fairlam just caught his ankle. And Gateshead.
Give you your man of the match for Gateshead. Sponsored, of course, by Sephora, your restaurant on High Street. One of the most difficult decisions I've had in a long time because of so many excellent performances. Your double scorer, number 6, Will Flint.
Well, Will Flint wins the man of the match, deservedly so, but there's been some fantastic performances out there this afternoon. Hard-working ones. There's Newbley. Gets the ball, plays it forward for Kane on DG though. Oxy's running, gets in front of it and wins the free kick. Very impressed with DG today. Dooku didn't win the header, but Gateshead can clear the ball. I think there's going to be 6 minutes added on here at the end as the ball bounces through and Lynch plays it out to say our left-hand side. Dooku tries to get across, waiting for the cross to come in and cleared by Gateshead, and Fitzhugh can calmly give that one to Newbley. Newbley gives it to Flint, who just played it straight to Hollis. 6 minutes are going to be added on here, and now McGinchley plays it out to Curley. Curley, can he get across into the box? He's trying to get past Ferguson. Ferguson stands tall and makes him go out towards the corner flag, and Kane Adams over there doing defensive duties as well, and it's a throw to the visitors on the far side.
6 minutes additional time. 6 minutes.
Well, Tonks, I wouldn't say it's the worst throw-in in the world, but it's up there, one of the best. As the ball comes in, DG couldn't get the header on it from the edge of the area. Past, and Shelvey just pushes it into the back of the net. He couldn't do much about it. Come through a crowd. And now Tamworth, have they got a grandstand finish in them? They've pulled a goal back. And now you suspect they're really going to try and heap the pressure on this Gateshead defence. From what was looking comfortable, now is a nervous final 5 minutes. We're 1 minute into the added on time. Well, they've restricted Tamworth to shooting from outside the box. They've got one. They'll be very frustrated with that, the Gateshead management. But Tamworth trying to get the ball moving out to that far side. They're playing with purpose, trying to get another chance as Curley looks to get this ball down the far side, and now Lynch. There's going to be a corner to the visitors as Gateshead just look a little bit nervous as Sia sprints over to the far side to take this corner. Lots of movement, lots of pushing and shoving in the box. The referee wants to have a word. They're trying to keep Shelvey absolutely guarded in. They know that his aerial presence has been stopping their march towards the goal this afternoon, and they're trying to keep that happening. As Frank Newbley is back there helping as the ball comes in. Oh, and the ball goes straight through, and there's appeals for something from the bench. I don't know what. But it's a goal kick to Gateshead as Kent Richardson shouts at his teammates to keep their composure and see this one out.
That goal scorer for Tamworth FC was number 7, Harvey Sayer.
Well, Harvey Sayer was the man with the goal. Apologies about that. I didn't see who got the shot away. But Tamworth, they're making a nervy end for Gateshead here. Shelvey pumps the ball up. DG's going to have a free header up towards Dooku. Nods it on to Sia. He's gone this left-hand side, and Tamworth try and get men in the box. In comes the delivery, and it's going to go. Oh, well done from George Shelby. Keeps it in from going out for a corner. And Gateshead have 2.5 minutes here to see this one out as the ball goes up. And Hollis is going to try and stop Big Frank getting there. And goes out for a throw to the visitors. Fairlamb told to go back, and then he's still another 5 yards throwing it forward. Tonks brings it down and just gives it the old Peter K. Welly forward there. Anywhere will do. And Gateshead clear it. Hollis does enough though to play it back to Singh. Newbley was trying to get into it. Straight down the barrel though from Singh. Bowen picks it up in midfield though. Tries to play it forward for Kane at Ormond. Curley does enough to disrupt and get the ball on the ground. McGinchley drives forward with the ball, left-hand side. Cuts in with it, lays it off to Tonks. Tonks. Lovely tackle from Callum Bowen on Tonks, and now Gateshead can try and get the ball moving forward. Fitzhugh has Frank Newbley in front of him. The ball comes off and out for a throw to Gateshead, and they'll just want to slow this one down. 1.5 minutes remain now of the time added on. There's Connor Panny, just slowly trots over to get the ball. I'm going to be looking to get this towards the corner, I think. And hold possession up towards Frank Newbley. He nods the ball down, and Fitzhugh, can he get through? He's on goal. Can he finish it, Fitzhugh? Oh, he slipped as he went to kick it, and out it goes for a goal kick. But I tell you what, he got the wrong side or the right side, should I say, of Tonks, but just couldn't pull the trigger and get it on target. 50 seconds remain. Singh launches the ball up. Header won by Fitzhugh. DG under pressure from Newbley, and the ball out of play. Great work from Frank Newbley to disrupt DG. It's been a mature performance from Gateshead this afternoon. And if they see it out, there'll be many positives that they'll want to build on from this one here today. 10 seconds remain as Connor Panny gets the ball for this throw. As Fairlamb tries to mark Newbley, and the ball goes through, loses his foot, and Fairlamb is it's going to go out for a goal kick. Kane at Arm was battling with DG, and they look to get this ball moving quickly. And the referee has the ball. The referee is, there it is. Gateshead get their first 3 points at home this season. That's 6 points in the first 4 games. There's hugs, there's celebrations around on the dugout. Gateshead, there was a mature performance today. They had a scare at the end, but in truth, it was really comfortable. But Tamworth, they can and will score goals in this league. But today, Gateshead seen their threat off with ease, with great handling at the back from George Shelby, to the midfield performance of Flint with 2 goals, and then also the guest stars in around the team. They all played their part here today. But Gateshead run out 2-1 winners here in the Enterprise National League, and they finished the day with 6 points as they go on to the bank holiday weekend trip to Yeovil. A massive thank you to everyone that has joined us here this afternoon. We hope that you've enjoyed the commentary. We hope that you'll celebrate tonight. And if you're having going down to Yeovil on Saturday today, on Bank Holiday Monday, please have a safe trip. Enjoy your football. And to Tamworth fans as well, it isn't the end. It's still a long, hard season. And you've shown today there's plenty of fight, there's plenty of grit, there's plenty of determination. And I'm sure there'll be plenty of goals. My name's been David Gaddis. Thank you very much for joining us on DAZN and on the Heed Army podcast audio stream. It's been a pleasure. But Gateshead come away with the 3 points tonight, and they have 6 points in total from the first 4 games. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.